You can expect to argue with your partner between 15 and 20 times a month, according to a marriage family therapist journal. Now, what's interesting about that is all couples argue and fight. Happy couples argue and fight as much as unhappy, but the ones that are unhappy don't argue and fight in a way that resolves the fight. They end up feeling metaphorically beat up or emotionally damaged. Maybe their partner yells or insults. I thought it would be helpful to give you 5 of the hot button topics that are most likely going to be in your relationship. When we talk about what couples fight about, we've been able to really narrow it down. These 5 are so typical, they usually are included when couples come in for therapy with me. The first of these, miscommunication default. What happens is when you're in an argument with your partner, you lose control of stopping, pausing, and rather than that, you start digging deeper and deeper into an old pattern that was set way before the two of you got together. And that's a long time. What you want to do is step back, be cognizant of what your pattern is. Do you fall into a default of yelling and screaming, or are you able to change that and start talking more slowly and softly with your partner? That small change can change a whole pattern, a whole trajectory of your relationship. Secondly, unrealistic expectations. When one partner feels like they're walking on eggshells, not to disappoint their partner, or they begin lying to their partner about what they did so they don't lose favor with their partner, that's a big problem in the relationship. Your expectations should be high. But when you expect your partner to always make you happy, you're setting yourself up for a partner who's not going to be honest with you. Rather than expecting perfection, focus on what they do well. Focus on the little things they do for you, how much appreciation you have for them in your life. When you focus on what they're doing well, you're going to get more of it, and it's going to make you as a couple feel closer and connected. Thirdly, jealousy or cheating. We know virtual cheating is at an all-time high right now. And what you can do to prevent that from happening in your marriage is you can bring it out on the table and talk about it now. If you feel insecure or jealous of your partner, that's a warning sign. If you think you're going to sweep it under the rug and it's going to somehow go away, forget about it. More important, you bring it up, discuss it. What would we do? How can we prevent it? When couples brainstorm together about this, it always turns out better for the relationship. Next, a lopsided relationship. If one person is doing all the work in the relationship, it's not going to be a healthy relationship, and that person's going to feel bitter and resentful. Very important that when one person feels like they're doing it all, that they go to their partner first and explain how they feel. From there, their partner should be concerned. They should come out, you guys should formulate a list and make sure everybody's doing something on that list that helps put effort into the relationship. One person cannot do it all. If you have trouble resolving this one, go to therapy. Therapists are very helpful at this, and your marriage deserves it. And lastly, performance in the bedroom. When couples have performance issues, it only becomes bigger and bigger. Sex is normally 10% of the relationship. If one person is not happy in sex, it becomes 90% of the relationship. 1 out of 4 men has some performance issue, and 1 out of 10 women does not feel good about her body. When you put that together, you can see why there's a lot of arguments and conflicts about sex. To motivate yourself to get help with a physician, remind yourself that your sexual feelings predict your overall health. If you're not feeling it, if your libido is dead, or if you have resentment, whatever it is, start out with your medical doctor, get examined. From there, they can refer you to an intimacy counselor who's going to help you deal with those tough emotional issues that may have been a byproduct of your sex life. Don't fight about this one. Sex is way too loving. It's way too important to both of you to let it go. If you practice resolving these 5, your relationship is not only going to communicate better overall, you're going to feel a lot better about each other.